But one bull is buying what Intel is promising. Melius head of technology research, Ben Reitzes, says his firm still thinks things will pick up in the second half of the year. So you believe him. You believe Intel.
Well, look, this has been a roller coaster ride. Last year, we were on an island recommending this, saw it go to 50 and now back down. We overstayed our welcome. But I think that people try to complicate this story. It's so PC driven. It's not even funny. It's over half the revenue. And PCs petered out. And we think they pick up in the back half. So Intel's a funny beast. You know, when they're beating numbers, they sound like geniuses. And then when things don't happen, you know, it's a pile on. And I think this is probably an overreaction. A lot of their peers are rallying. And the second half has a lot of catalysts. But right now is when you want to be thinking about buying it because gross margins potentially troughed. And if gross margins start to get better, stock follows.
So you had mentioned that you put a buy on it, the stock went up. You were saying just you're welcome, so it's back to where you were before. What happened to PCs when the stock was at its height to now? Did you get that call wrong? I mean, I'm just trying to understand. Did that market turn suddenly, and that was unexpected?
Yeah, it did. What happened with PCs is we actually had some channel restocking. People went back to work. Things started to pick up, and then obviously, you know, we only work 3 days a week now. So. So I think it lost a little momentum.
5, just 3 in the office.
Yeah, I work 6. But, but I think that what's going to happen is we later in the year start to see PCs pick back up again. There's expiration of support for Windows, and that should be a corporate catalyst. And Intel will benefit. I mean, we've been pounding the table on like NVIDIA and like Arista and a few of the names that are a little more pure, Dell in hardware, and this has been the one that round tripped.
Ben, so put into context, you frame the PC business, data centers where there's been massive erosion and they've been beaten up over and over again. Should we care about that anymore? And ultimately, when we hear the company yesterday saying we think largely the business is bottomed, again, it gets back to that credibility issue. Do they not have credibility?
Well,
I guess it's clear they don't have credibility.
Well, you can't cut gross margin and have anybody do. This stock just trades when gross margin gets like it does and goes down. The stock's not going to work. But if we're in the trough, it will. Now, servers also are a big part of the business. They missed the accelerator trend like NVIDIA. They do have a new one that, if anything happens there, it's a bonus. They have Sierra Forest and another server that are ramping, should have better sales in the back half with better ASPs, and that drives sequential growth. But no one believes now because gross margins went down, the execution isn't crisp. Once that picks up in the back half, though, and we have some catalysts because servers do seem to have bottomed, it does seem like they have the best chip for AI, the best CPU for AI servers, and they could benefit. But obviously, right now it looks bleak, but this has usually been the time to at least trade it.
Mm-hmm. In the break, we were talking about how not many of your clients own Intel. They abandoned Intel after that disastrous call on foundries and the losses that the company was going to see. And I'm just wondering, what does management need to communicate to convince investors that there is an upturn, that all the reasons that you laid out are there in front of them to get them back in, the institutions, that is?
Well, look, they've cut gross margin the last 2 or 3 quarters, 2 quarters, and that's obviously, I just keep harping on it. But you can't be doing that. That's the signal of execution. That's the signal that you're loading your factories and you're actually selling stuff. And you just don't have credibility when you keep cutting it. But the other thing, too, is there's a lot of people who don't believe in the AI PC. That who cares? You don't need what we're going to be doing AI on the PC. I think that there will be a halo effect from AI that drags up servers on the edge as well as PCs. And I think the Windows cycle helps. And when they beat numbers and there's channel restocking, all of a sudden they'll look brilliant. Just see the last half of last year.
Right.
So, Ben, when you look at it, though, is there a chance that it's more, you just addressed it in your last sentence, but is there a chance that NVIDIA with its partnerships builds more to take away from Intel with their PCs? Intel, the revenue is 58%. As you said, it's over 50, right? It's 58% is PC-centric. But is there a chance that GPUs are really where the puck is going, and they'll lose on that front, too? And then one little add-on. Is there a need for new management? So instead of Melissa saying, hey, what do they have to say, is there a need for a new person to say it?
Well, let's talk about, the GPUs. So they missed it in servers, and they're getting on board late, and there is some upside there. But I think the whole AI trend can help the whole server market. You might need servers closer to where the data is once we start using it. But on the PC side, NVIDIA's strategy is a little bit more sell the GPU, their cards. I don't think they're going to actually make a CPU. But I feel that, Qualcomm's getting into the business. We expect them to have a little bit of traction. But Intel, really in corporate is the standard. And I think once that picks up, Dell will sell a lot too, and they'll do a little better.